Hey water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is Carol from Caro Tarot. Really excited to read for you for the month of December 2025. This is your last monthly overview of the year, and then we're into 2026. Crazy how quickly time flies. I'm going to pull a Celtic Cross spread for each sign and then dive a little deeper with archetype cards and some oracle cards. All right. Remember, any interaction helps this channel grow. So if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, my heart will thank you. So thank you so much. Let's jump in for Cancer here. Whoa, Cancer. To start out with, you got the Fool. Your crossing energy is the Ten of Cups. This is an amazing month for you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Recent past is the Hermit. Near future is the Ace of Cups. In your above, you have the Four of Pentacles. In your below, Justice. Okay. Interesting. Then we have your Staff here. Wow. Wow, Cancer. Wow. Okay. Let's pull one archetype card for Cancer. Just for Cancer, please. The Mystic. All right, let's read what this is all about for you, Cancer. All right. All right. The Mystic. The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as wandering or light-hearted daydreamer, yet like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it. Harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embed it with light. They are patient and prudent changemakers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. Like any light worker, the mystic must build a relationship with fire. This begins by awakening the inner flame within. It may seem that the mystic is inward-facing, yet its light beams back to the world with the strength of 1,000 stars. Okay. When light, remover of darkness, visionary, ageless. When dark, expects results, seeks attention and recognition. Go deeper. Zen koans, poetry, Murakami novels. Okay. Wow, that is a heavy one to have for December, the Mystic. That is so interesting because your spread is about starting this new adventure after some deep introspection. So you have the Hermit in your recent past, and that is like just some deep self-reflection, looking inward, kind of doing that shadow work that mystic card is talking about, and then going on this new journey, this new path. You've got the Fool crossed by the Ten of Cups. It seems like you may have, like, Ten of Cups is like a fortune after difficulty, happy home. You may have come through some really hard stuff, and now you are just like starting over. It could feel like you are starting from scratch even on this new journey here. In your above, which is what your ideal outcome would be, you have the Four of Pentacles. So you are holding on pretty tightly to your resources. It's also a card of balance and stability as well. So maybe trying to live within certain means, really holding on tightly to your resources, your physical world right now. In your below, you have justice, and so it feels like you are motivated by a really great sense of just justice. You are trying to bring balance in. This seems like it would be a new outcome that you have been looking for, trying to accomplish, but it just hasn't happened, and like that is motivating you currently to move forward. In your near future, you have the Ace of Cups, which is just this great significant emotional fulfillment coming in for you. I mean, that is an amazing energy to bring with you into the near future. Whatever you are doing, whoever you are with, it feels like your emotional needs are being met. You're content. You're feeling really great about it. In your advice section, you have the Three of Wands, and so it really is about you kind of like looking out, waiting for planning, strategizing, waiting for those your plans to take action. So the advice here is like, just be patient. It is happening. It may not come as quick as you want, but it is happening. In your external influences, it does seem like there could be some conflict. You have the Five of Swords here. It could be internal conflict. I'm getting like a feeling of kind of maybe you're having to change the way you've behaved in the past towards something, and it's pretty hard for you to like change your ways, and you recognize that, and you are still moving forward and embarking on this new path. Your hopes and fears, you have the Page of Pentacles, so you are hoping for this new message to come in regarding your finances, and it is coming. It seems like, it will be because you have this Ace of Wands in your possible final outcome. It does seem like it's related to something that you are very passionate about, something that working on doesn't only like pay well, but also fulfills you emotionally. I'm also getting that because you have this Ace of Cups here in your near future too, which, overall, this December reading is pretty great. I don't know why I just said meeting, so maybe you're also waiting on a meeting to take place so that you can move forward and start this new path. And I will say that the Justice card, it's a really great indicator that there could be something karmic related to this new path for you. I'm feeling like you have worked really hard to get to this point, and now the fruits of your hard labor are coming in, and justice is being doled out. And so this Mystic card here does seem like this is probably where this comes in, actually, because you've got the Hermit in your recent past, right? And that's really introspection, deep introspection, feeling like you need alone time to be able to sort through and kind of reprioritize. And then you have this Five of Swords in your external influences. And so it could be that just like old patterns, you are really just facing your shadows this month, and you seem to be doing pretty well with that, actually, considering the overall outlook of this month. So that's pretty exciting for you, Cancer. Do I need any clarifiers? Like, I'm really curious, like, what is this Ace of Wands here for the potential final outcome? Like, what is that related to specifically? Can I get more insight into that? Okay, well, that is a lot of cards. Let's see what it says. Okay. Okay, well, that is actually pretty helpful considering I only wanted one and they gave me 3. Thanks, spirit guides. So these are the 3 that just popped out. So I asked for a clarifier on that final outcome of the Ace of Wands. And initially I was like, oh, this is probably something you're very passionate about. It does almost feel like you are leaning into your intuition a little bit more. You may not be able to see the path forward, but you know that whatever you were doing before, it just wasn't fulfilling you anymore. Something ended and it was painful, and you just needed to turn around to see that there is even like another path that you can take here. And then you have the 9 of Pentacles, which really is like, this is the energy. This is such a great energy of having everything that you really need and want and desire, but also being able to enjoy life. And I feel like it's related to a whatever this new Ace of Wands is for you. I feel like it's related to a talent or a skill that you have that comes naturally for you, but does not come naturally for everybody. So it really sets you apart from any competition. Well, let's pull a couple of tea leaf cards here too. Let's see. What else do you have to look forward to, Cancer? January. This is such a strange graphic. It is a Iceman with a long nose, so that's for January. You also have tent, which is a temporary situation. And you have man, dealings or relationships with a man. Okay, so those are 3 additional details about your month ahead. It does seem like your January is going to be pretty cold wherever you are. And the situation that you're dealing with is temporary, and you will be dealing with a man. Okay. All right. One soul truth card for you guys, Cancer. Let's just give you a little bit of advice to help for the month ahead. One soul truth card for Cancer, please. Cancer, you have, am I communicating my needs? Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Today's soul action, journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desire? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe my needs matter, and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? Well, Cancer, you have some homework to do. All right. Remember, when you are saying no to something, you're saying yes to something else. Okay? All right, Cancer, thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel, comment, let me know if this resonated at all. And give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate you being here. Sending you so much love and light for the month ahead. Thank you, Cancer. Hey, Scorpio. Really excited to jump into your month ahead. Let's see what you got here. All right, Scorpio, let's give you a Celtic Cross spread. Okay, Scorpio. Also going to pull an archetype card for you guys. Give us a general theme for the month. You have the Father. This is the 2nd time this card has come up. Very interesting. Okay. And let's pull tea leaf cards here. All right, Scorpio. So let's jump in here with your archetype card. We have the Father here. The great father, the masculine, the protector. Alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine, thus he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the father eventually reveals that he is neither a king nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He is both the guardian and the one who leaves us to the wolves. Here, yet gone, the champion and the failure. The father can never resolve or escape this duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. Okay. All right, Scorpio. So you could be dealing with some issues of recognizing the humanity of your own father. This month, it could also be that a father type figure in your life, either for you or your child, is absent or kind of stuck between that duality that I just read for you, being absent but simultaneously somehow loyal. Yeah, it's interesting. It's such a, like, everybody has different relationships with their fathers, even in the same family. Every child has a different relationship with their parent. And so it feels as though your relationship with your father or a father type figure in your life will be coming to light this month for you. Let's look at the overall month spread here. Okay, so recently, Knight of Swords, there was a lot of fast, quick action happening for you. It may have even been a little bit hasty. It could have happened in a way of rushing to do something. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but at least you got something accomplished, which, you know, that could be hard in its own right, just to accomplish something. It does feel like you had to use your quick thinking to make this happen. In your present situation, the King of Wands, which is a fantastic energy to have for your present situation. King of Wands is kind of the card of like the entrepreneur is the entrepreneur card. It is like having a vision and going after it. It is being able to take the lead, know what needs to happen, having the vision, and being able to draw upon your passions and to make that happen. There's also this little lizard here in the corner by his feet, which to me is a feeling like you may have support in places that you were not expecting, or support has come out for you from places you were not expecting there to be support, which is nice, because Lord knows Scorpio's had a rough go of it lately, right? And then Three of Pentacles here is really a card about teamwork, being able to work within a group of people, and those people actually respecting you and taking what you say and like working with it. And it's a really happy, harmonious card of working together to create something greater than you could accomplish on your own, which is lovely. In your above, you have the Eight of Cups, and you are just like walking away from something, and it does feel like it could have been a very emotional decision for you to make this decision, but you are basically just saying, you know what, this isn't working. I am leaving. Those cups are still full, but I don't want them anymore. This is not something that I want in my life anymore. And that does seem to be taking like there's a lot of power in that for you. And it does seem like you may not know where the road leads, but you are leaning into your intuition and just the hopes that there is something better out there for you. And your below is the Six of Pentacles, which is a card of generosity. This is really a card of like your true drive, your subconscious. There is a balance here. There is equal give and take here. And, you know, I know that these people look like beggars, but for you in this spread, I'm not getting like a begging vibe at all. I'm getting like a very passionate, it's feeling like work for you. It's feeling like you're reinvigorated, you're passionate about whatever it is that you're working on. And there has been some emotional impacts or emotional effects of this work for you, but you are handling them pretty well. In the near future is the Knight of Wands, which is pretty amazing. It is like a message coming in for you rather quickly about something that requires your skills, something difficult that you've already accomplished. You could be looked up to in a circle. It could be work or a different type of group setting that you are looked up to, and it does seem like there is a message coming in for you regarding that will fulfill you and really inspire you. In the guidance, which is interesting that you have the Eight of Swords in your advice, I am taking away from this that you may feel trapped, but you're really not trapped. This is really a card of you having self-imposed restrictions around you, and so there may be something that you have thought like, oh, I can't do this, or oh, I'm not capable of handling this. But that is really all mental for you. It's all in the way that you're thinking about it. In this card, she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the land, and she's blindfolded. And, you know, that to me is like, it's really an emotional awakening that you need to. There's something here that's blocking you. You are the one that's responsible for the blockage, that you feel kind of stuck. But since it's in your advice section, to me it's saying like you just really need to change the way that you're thinking about something, and that will provide the path forward for you. And it may be a hard emotional decision for you to lean into, but I mean, it's really, you are the one that holds the key to this feeling stuck, right? In your external influences, you have another knight. You have 3 knights here. So things are just they're moving for you, right? External influences, Knight of Pentacles. There's an opportunity coming in for you regarding your finances or your physical world, which it may take a little while for the results to show through for you, but it does seem to be worth it. It's just a matter of tending to the work, making sure that the seeds you're planting are like metaphorically getting watered. You're like tilling the soil. You are investing in this new opportunity that has been provided to you. In your hopes and fears, you have the Death card. And so, you know, we do have this Father card here, and I'm wondering if a fear of yours is just like an ending of a relationship with a father type figure, or if that's the hope you're seeking as well. Because, you know, I'm looking at this card and there's a small child here, And, you know, there are people here that can't even look at this rider, right? But this small child is like, it seems a little bit excited about the possibility of this new opportunity, this new beginning. So that is, it could be just like you have both hopes and fears of this ending of this relationship with this father type figure. And then in your final outcome, you have the Two of Wands. There's a lot of wands here. Two of Wands to me indicates, you know, you are looking out, you are able to envision the world, the path, the way you want it, and you are just taking action. You are about ready to make that change, to make that step in that right direction, and that is empowering, and you are feeling very motivated and inspired. So that is exciting. Is there anything here that I would need a clarifier on? Don't really think so. You know, actually, Scorpio, I would like a clarifier on that Death card for your hopes and fears. Wow, you've got the Magician. Okay, so this is one major arcana clarifying another major arcana. And so this, to me, it seems as though you have the ability to make the most out of the ending of that relationship. The Magician has all of the tools necessary to create the outcome that they want. And that to me is saying, like, yes, you're hoping for this ending. It may be that you have to, like, usher that ending in on your own, take the lead here, and know that you have everything at your fingertips to make this, to remove this connection, end this relationship. You know, I will say death in this sense is metaphorical. So if you were debating killing somebody, I just want to say don't do that, because that's a terrible idea. That is not anything the tarot would ever tell you to do. So just want to put that out there to cover my own ass. Okay, so let's look at your 3 tea leaf cards here. So you have Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. You have Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. I am getting that for you, actually, from that Knight of Pentacles in your external factors section. And then you have Vacation. Kite vacation. So it does seem like you could definitely use some time off, Scorpio. But yeah, this is kind of interesting reading here for you. Very interesting. And no, like, this doesn't have to be your father. This doesn't have to be a father, like an actual father in your life. This could just be a father type figure. So just consider that. Okay, so let's pull one Soul Truth card for Scorpio to tie up this December reading. All right, Scorpio, you have, am I in my head or in my heart? What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where the head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Today, master your mind, watch an inspiring video, do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in your dreams and yourself. I really feel like this is important for you to hear, because with the clarifier of the Magician card, a big part of manifesting is being able to believe in yourself and the future that you envision. And this card is all about looking to the future and planning ahead. So Scorpio, it seems like your December is going to be pretty pivotal. And it's going to take a lot of your own strength to kind of get the outcome that you have in mind. A lot of fiery passion here, which is exciting. a lot of like generosity here and people coming in to help you, which is lovely. All right, Scorpio, please let me know in the comments if this resonated, and, you know, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic December. Sending you love and light. Hey, Pisces, let's see what December has in store for you. I'm going to shuffle just a couple more times, and then we'll jump on in here. I'm going to pull an archetype card for the general overview of the month, then a Celtic Cross spread, and then some tea leaf cards and a soul truth card to tie everything together. Can't believe it's already December. I feel like this year just flew by. Okay, wow. So, actually, let me just draw your archetype card. The Pilgrim. Okay, all right. Let's look up the Pilgrim. Let's see what we got here for you. Okay, Pisces. The wanderer, the traveler, the apprentice. The pilgrim, an outward journey, is always an inward journey. This archetypal farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wonder when the pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life, but the pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door toward a new reality. With the pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light, travel soon. Your spirit needs it. Even in the stillness of meditation, the pilgrim feels movement of the heart towards what it loves. We all have a deep longing to answer the call to get unstuck. What are the obstacles between you and the door? When light learns, grows, adapts, and studies. When dark, aloof, non-committal, flaky. Go deeper. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Mamine by David White. Okay, seems like there may be some traveling here in your future, either in the actual real world or at least metaphorically in your mind, going through facing some truths maybe that have been hard for you to take a good deep hard look at. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so recent past is the Page of Wands. This is the energy of starting a new, fiery, passionate project, an idea, something that really spurs your passions, being really excited and passionate about something. That is what led you into this moment today in December. We have the Three of Cups, which is a card of celebrations, coming together, hanging out with your friends. This is your present energy, which is lovely. I'm also getting a third party energy, which I don't see really anywhere else here. Like, if you are looking for love, there is so much love in your spread right now. So I don't think this could be a third party energy, but I just wanted to call it out because it is the first thing that jumped in my head, and I don't know if it's just because of the reading I did for Taurus, which really is like, it really brought this out in that reading. I will say, you are crossed by a judgment, and so if this is your current energy and you are being awoken to some truths, some kind of rebirth, and like, this is major arcana. This is a big freaking deal, right? So you could be dealing with some hard truths that have really changed the way that you live or see the world, and that could be why you have that Pilgrim card, because this is like taking you on this new, there is something undeniable that affects the way you live. That is the crossing of this Three of Cups. And so it's kind of giving me a heavy feeling of just like maybe a complicated love story here. However, if you don't have that, if that doesn't reflect your current situation, Three of Cups is a great card of like hanging out with your friends, celebrating, hanging out with your family. Like, that is a great card. So just take it as it resonates, okay? In your above, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This means that, she is a card of nurturing things, helping things come to fruition, really focusing on the things that matter most, helping those things grow. She looks lovingly and longingly at this pentacle. The pentacle represents like the physical world. It could also be your career, your work, things that you are that are physical to you, that can provide for you. In your below is the King of Wands, which is kind of interesting because Scorpio just had this in their present, but below in this position, King of Wands indicates it's like the entrepreneur type of energy. This is a king who is very passionate and is planning and going forward, and taking the initiative. But it's in your subconscious, so you might not even realize that you are moving towards something. One thing that always sticks out to me about this card in particular is this little lizard here at the bottom. That little lizard there is like having support where you may not have even thought that there was support there. It's like having people drawn to you and really wanting to help support you. Wands are fire. I think the King of Wands is also a fire card. But, little lizards, they love the heat. And it seems like a natural, there's like just this natural pull for people to want to support you to do whatever it is that you are passionate about, which is amazing. Also amazing is because you have the Ace of Swords in your near future here. Ace of Swords is having this kind of like epiphany that brings peace. So it's a way that you are thinking about something. You also have this epiphany type energy here with this Judgment card, but it kind of like brings peace. It cuts through any noise that there may have been before. It's an undeniable clarity, an undeniable truth that you cannot look past anymore. Even if you were trying, but you can't. Also, you got the Pilgrim card, so it does seem like you already are aware of this, and if you're not, you're going to be aware this month of this undeniable truth that is kind of is causing a bit of an upheaval in your life. But I mean, it looks like a beautiful upheaval because your staff, you have the Justice, you have the Four of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. This is amazing for like a new love kind of energy. So in your advice section, you have Justice, whenever justice shows up, it is, you know, I'm taking this as advice from the universe as be fair, be truthful. You know, I mean, whatever this information is that is undeniable and brings this clarity to you, it does seem like maybe there could be a way that it could hurt other people, and this is kind of saying proceed with justice in your heart and in your mind. Try to be fair, but you know, justice has the scales, but justice also has that sword. I don't know if you could see that, but oh, maybe if I put it in front of my face, there's a sword there, and that is to cut through and get to the root of it, right? That is just kind of, that's important to remember, because it's not only about balancing things out, but it's also cutting things out too. The Four of Wands here in your external factors to me says that there is like a celebration, a marriage, a birthday. There's some wonderful, happy, passionate event happening that's coming in for you, because this is external, so it's not something that you are bringing into you, but it does seem like something that will naturally happen whenever this truth comes through. In your hopes and or fears, you have the Ten of Cups. To me, this seems like you are being motivated by having like this wonderful happiness that maybe has been difficult to come by up until now. It's about like a happy family. It's a happy life, a happy ever after. You know, it's a lovely card for emotional fulfillment. And you have 2 marriage cards here, which is kind of amazing. But then you have in your final outcome, you have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is about like this wonderful new beginning. This is a very Piscean card as well. I always wonder, like, is this page, this is like a message. Pages always bring messages, right? And so this could be a message that kind of changes the way that I feel like maybe that message is related to this. Maybe it's a message of new love that's kind of bringing in this happy ever after for you. And that is that's a possible final outcome, which is an amazing final outcome for the month of December. Is there anything else that I can share with Pisces to gain more clarity on the month of December? All right, what came out here, Pisces? Okay. All right, Pisces. You got the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, she is just a real, what's interesting to me is because you have the Queen of Pentacles and you have the Nine of Pentacles. 2 very strong, I'm going to say women, but it's just feminine, forces coming in, and it seems like that is kind of what is supporting you this month, is like passionate, fulfilling, stability, grounding types of energy coming in for you. So if you were like in a whirlwind of emotions, there could be some clarity around a situation, and that will help you this month, Pisces. Okay, let's pull some tea leaf cards to give us a little bit more insight into what you may be dealing with. Okay. This card always cracks me up. I'll show you in a second. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so apparently you have a lot of friends, Pisces. You have dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. And this dog seems to be wearing a wig, which always cracks me up every time I see this, but it's a great card, so it's pleasure with a close friend. And then you have Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Could also be a Taurus. This is a very Taurus-y type card. Because I got that other energy from that Taurus reading, I'm kind of feeling like that might be related. And then you have dog, far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. This dog looks much more like a dog than the other dog, so that's cool. So yeah, that's a little bit more insight for you for the month of December. Now let's pull a Soul Truth card for you. This will help give you some insight or guidance into the month. I don't want to give Pisces two, but two came out Pisces, so I'll read both, okay? All right, Pisces. It says, if I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today's soul action. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. I love that for you. And I feel like because you have so many wands, it feels like, yeah, there's desire here for sure. Wands and cups. And then your second one was, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? So Pisces, Pisces are known for being very creative, deep thinkers, deep feelers. I'm sure you have a strength that you could share with the world that would really make a positive impact. And what better month than December to do that? All right, Pisces, thank you so much for joining me. I hope this resonated. Please let me know in the comments if any of this hit home for you. Hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Whatever works. Any interaction helps the channel grow, so I really appreciate it. All right, that is a wrap for all of the water signs for the month of December. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending you love and light.